Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we are colouring in Luna, the lovely new book by Maria Trolle. I'm continuing the page that we worked on for my colouring habits tag, just because I thought you guys might want to see something continued for once. We left it, I'd done the dark green outlining on the leaves, so I'm now just working in my medium green tone. Out of my polychromos, I'm using permanently green olive 167, but you just want a mid to dark neutral green kind of tone for this. I've already added this into most of these, but I will show you how I'm working on this as we go. Today's video is right out of my comfort zone, to be honest, and I thought we would try a colouring chat. We will see how it goes. I know colouring chats are some of the more popular kind of content on YouTube for colourists, and that most viewers do prefer to sit and listen to colouring chats. The only problem is I find it quite difficult to concentrate on talking and colouring at the same time, so I tend to forget what I'm saying and end up in a pickle. I don't have the kind of filming equipment that will let me stop and change and start again or check my footage, so we just have to kind of roll with what we've got. But I figured worst case scenario, I'm colouring anyway. I'm in here on my own, so if this doesn't work out, I will delete this and no one will ever be the wiser. And I didn't lose anything. Hope you can see what I'm doing, that my pencil isn't in the way too much. So it is currently weekend. I do tend to do all my video filming for you guys on the weekends and then just schedule them to release one by one during the week, as I don't really tend to get the kind of time needed to do my content on a weeknight, so I'll do a few of them on the weekend and get them all done together. A bit of a mixture of whatever products I had that I wanted to review and flip throughs or hauls or colouring videos I wanted to create. And usually there'll be a colouring tag going around or two, which I always really enjoy those. I love those. I love the fact that I get tagged now. Like, I'm actually a part of the community enough that a few people do tag me in them, which is always really nice to get tagged. It didn't stop me doing the tags before, don't you worry, but it's nice for it to be more official. So yeah, it's Sunday at the moment, kind of late afternoon, and I just thought I'll get my stuff done. Had a pretty bad headache yesterday, so didn't film anything like I usually would, so need to get some stuff done. And I was sat here after having made my colouring habits tag. I'm going to go to the lighter green, like a neon pale green we want. I'm using cadmium yellow lemon, quite a lime coloured green. I'm going to go back over those to blend them now and deepen that pale layer. So yeah, I was filming the colouring habits tag and working on this page, and when I finished I just sat here for a bit doing some leaves, trying to think of a video, and then thought, oh Emma, stop colouring those leaves in, and turn your camera on. If nothing else, I can just chat while we colour. I thought I'll give it a go, not really losing anything. I was colouring them anyway. I thought if I don't try, I never will. I'll just see how they go. I can always not do another colour and chat. Like, no, we don't do those on my channel. Thank you. Just see how it works out. It's pretty tricky at the moment because, let's be honest, we're not doing a whole lot. I don't feel like there's an awful lot to chat about. So I'll maybe stick with the home things I'm doing, I suppose. I am currently watching Bridgerton, which is a period drama on TV, and really enjoying that. Quite like period dramas, and it's a slightly unusual one, so finding that quite fun to watch. There we go, starting to look a little bit more toned and blended, with a little bit of light to them. And I am reading, or well, that's a loose term, isn't it, because I have it on audiobook, so I'm listening to. I really like the film The Host, and it was based on a book by Stephanie Meyer, who you may know from the Twilight saga. She wrote the Twilight series, you know, the whole Edward and Jacob palaver of films. Well, she also did a sci-fi book, a big book called The Host, and I never have got round to reading it. The movie's one of my absolute all-time favourites, so I managed to get The Host from Amazon Audible, and I'm in the middle of that, and it is really good. Really glad I finally got around to it. It is shaping up to be just as good as the movie that was based from it. Very pleased to be watching that, listening to that, should I say. And apart from that, I am playing. What am I on? I'm terrible. I have too many games. I play them all at once and get nowhere with any of them. So I'm currently playing Rune Factory 4 on my Nintendo Switch, which is like a farming princess sim. It's very unusual. It's an old game that they've recently remastered for the Nintendo Switch. And I'm also playing Xenoblade Saga, which is another older game that they, from the DS days, that they have remastered for the Switch, and that's kind of a massive role-playing game that is very, very good, and I'm also enjoying. And I have a little diamond painting on the go. As you can tell, I don't have children and therefore have free time, and so a few hobbies. I work full time in dental, in orthodontics, kind of 8:30 till 5:30, so I'm pretty busy during the week. But now, of course, with the lockdown, work is pretty much the only thing that I am busy with. And movie-wise, I have a bit of a movie collection, and so I will every so often pull something out to pop on. And I've just pulled the new. So I'm a big fan of the old Stephen King's It, the book and the movie. And of course, I'm sure you're all aware that they remade that into a 2-part film. I think they're currently working on a prequel to it. So I've got part 1 and 2 of the new version out. And I think that will be the movie I watch tonight. Do you guys like kind of movies or books or anything along those lines? Games even. Gaming when I was a bit younger was a bit of a niche, nerd, oddity kind of thing. People always looked at you a bit like, oh, you're a gamer, I don't understand what that is, but sure, it's a bit weird. Whereas now I've found it's a lot more mainstream and something that everyone does a bit of. So I wouldn't be surprised to find some of you are gamers out there nowadays. You'll have to let me know what you're playing. See if I've heard of it. We're getting there, we're looking a bit more leafy now. I'm just every so often fading some of those harsher lines out with my medium green tone, just to blur them in. The paper in this Luna book is really lovely to work on. It's making me wonder how my Black Widows would like it. Might have to see. And I bet my older set of Brute Funa will love this. They love the Joanna Besford paper. I'm thinking they may feel the same. I've gone a bit Brute Funa mad lately. I've had the old 160 set of the Brute Funa that have the fully coloured round barrel for ages. They were one of my first sets, a very budget pencil. And then of course they recently brought out the 180 set in the tin that looks more like the Crayart, the black with the tipped ends. They look like the Crayart and the Castle pencils. And I kept seeing these square pencils everywhere that everyone kept showing. I think I first saw them on Colour My World's channel. She was saying how she's bought them just to keep them. They're too pretty to use, which made me laugh. And they're a bit harder to track down. And then Rosie, I blame you completely for this, Rosie, mentioned that she'd found the square ones. I said, oh my god, link me, show me where, show me the pencils. And she did, and then I bought them because I have no self-control, clearly. And I'll be honest, I'm not sorry at all in any way. And they came and they are beautiful. 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 I am and I haven't used them, so I don't know if they colour well in any way or if they're actually usable. But the satisfaction of the way those square pencils look in that tin is beauty enough, which is ridiculous. Right, that is my leaves. I'm quite happy with that. I think that's enough messing with those. Just wanted them to have that bit of light to them so they weren't a flat colour. Going to go back to her little headdress. I'm going to pop a little bit of orange into the centre of these, and then I'm going to use my ivory and just drag that out a little and fade that through. Don't forget, when you've just got bits of colour on the page, especially the way I colour all over the place with no rhyme, no reason to it, things will look better when other things are coloured in. So when you're colouring and think, ugh, don't like that, reserve your judgment until you're a bit further along. You might like it better later on. So I'm thinking I'll probably carry on with the leaves, to be honest. I'll keep going for a little bit longer. So I've completely forgotten whatever I was talking about, so we'll have to pick something new because it's gone. I only need the gap of a few seconds in there for everything to be wiped clean again. You'd think I slept really well at night, wouldn't you? But let's see now. So I'm going to pretty much do the same. Dark inside core, give it a little bit of shape in darkness in the bottom. Oh, I forgot to lay my green. I forgot my green base layer. A very pale layer on all of those. Oops. Try that again. Oh yeah, square pencils I was on about, wasn't I? Yep, I'm very, very pleased. And not a bad price actually. I think they were £27 on the Amazon UK site. And I really need to stop buying things, guys. I think the problem is I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything, but I'm working like more than full time, earning money, and the highlight of my week is the delivery guy dropping stuff off outside my house, and it's making my purchases just a little bit over the top. Even I'm aware of that now. I have added a ridiculous amount of books to my collection over the last few months. I will, I'd keep saying this, I know I will do a collection video at some point. I know people wanted to see it. I just feel like it's my collection of shame at the moment, because there's too many, so we'll see. I'll work up to it. I will. I'm thinking of like so many people as well, I might do the is it list of shame, we do the colouring books you own but haven't coloured in. If you guys are interested in that at all, if you let me know down below in the comments, and I'll add that onto my list. As always, any requests you have at all, pop them in the comments. It takes me a bit of time to get through them, but I always get round to them. You will see your video pop up at some point. So yeah, I've added some wonderful books, but it is a bit crazy. I think the other problem is as well with the lockdown is that things are becoming unavailable, and then you get a little bit frightened that they're going to go out of stock and you'll not be able to get it, and then going a bit out of control with getting things that otherwise you would have much more slowly collected, I think, for the fear that they'll be gone when you want them, which it's not really the end of the world, but makes me buy more items than I would have done. Right, back to that dark green. Definitely found myself finishing off some of my author collections, so at least you'll get to see some more author spotlight videos. Hope you guys like those ones where I kind of pick an author and go through all the books they've done and flip throughs of the books that I own from them and introduce authors. And of course the books that I think are of the most interest, I will do flip throughs for you guys as well. Already working on a few of them, and I'll get them out as I can. You're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to pop some questions. If you've got questions for me, guys, like like for these colouring charts, like always, I'll make you do all the work, and I'll just answer your topics on my video. Then I'm always quite happy. You can message me on Instagram as well with your questions, no problem, or your requests or anything like that if you prefer them to be private. My Instagram and my email details are always in the description down below for you guys, just to give you options. Not everybody likes the comments to be seen. It's why also I don't tend to tell who the requests were from. It's not to just not mention you guys, it's just because obviously not everybody wants a shout out or to be mentioned or named, so to avoid that mistake happening, I just tend to stick with a viewer or subscriber, and you guys knew who you were, so it stops anyone from being upset. I wouldn't want that. Okay, I'm going to go to my medium green and just work that up a little bit and blend that bottom green in. I'm a bit lighter this time, so the light green will blend into it easily. Have you guys got this book? Absolutely love this book. It's definitely one of my all-time favourites, and my favourite Maria Trolle. I do have all of her books now, I think, but I really, really love this one. Her work definitely becomes yet more wonderful as she goes along. And this will count towards Lavelia's wonderful Colour Your Hoard tag for the month. So it will be February Colour Your Hoard 2021 this time, as it changes each month. And trying to get my list of shame down. Maybe before I show you guys would be good. Try and make it look a little bit less than it currently is. Be nice. And of course this book is one of my 10 books to colour from the hashtag video that I did. And I'll never colour this in a million years, but I am trying. And in this hobby, that is all that counts. You can only do your best. It's a hobby, not going to stress myself out over it. I will just have a go. And I am enjoying this page so far, to be honest. It's nice and simple. It'll look pretty when it's done. Quite a relaxing little illustration. Right, back to that palest green. We're just going to layer that up now over the top of everything. Deepen up that base and blend those other greens into place. There we go. I will have to walk my dogs very soon before they explode. I have 2 little French bulldogs that are an absolute joy and beautiful little souls. My oldest is 1.5 years, and his little buddy that we got him very recently is 5 months now. 5 months. And anyone that owns a dog will know they are so lovely. If you feel unwell, they'll sit with you, they sleep with you. They're very much people dogs, so whenever you're sat, there'll be a dog sat with you. My little guy is an absolute diva. He growls to be picked up, full on growl. And he's a cuddle monster, he loves cuddles, so as you can imagine, colouring can be a little bit tricky sometimes. Hence I have to shut the dining room door when I'm filming and things, because you can't just be having him sat on the floor growling the entire time to be picked up. And the problem is, it's very naughty, but it's very cute. So you shouldn't encourage these things, but it's very difficult, isn't it? Not to pick the little growler up. So I'm definitely losing that battle, to be honest. He's a very clever little lad though, he's doing really well. He's doing well with his training, and he's puppy biting has settled right down. He's a lot more gentle now. Because they hurt, don't they, the little buggers? Them sharp little razor teeth that they start out with. Or I've had a few puncture wounds in my time while they learned what was and was not acceptable for pressure. There we go. We're getting there. trying to be a bit better behaved with my colouring and stick. As you've seen, I've done my flowers and now I'm doing my leaves in the responsible colouring way that I should do. I'll probably try and finish all the leaves, to be honest, and then if you guys enjoyed this strange chat video, if you put a thumbs up for me so I know, and then, you know, if enough people did like it, I'll save the next part of the page for the next colour and chat, and I'll try and do it that way, because I know a lot of these kind of colouring videos that I do, because of the way I film and I can't speed it up or splice them together, I can only show you bits and pieces of the page, never the entire thing together. So I just thought it might be nice for a change that we could finish a full page. I know I watch Pebbles Adult Colouring. I love her channel, and she was kind of saying the same thing, that she's always sort of starts a page and would like to finish them on camera, and it just got me to thinking that I always kind of show you all the different parts, but it might be nice to actually fully colour a page together. But I don't know, for all I know you guys aren't bothered by that and you'd prefer not to listen to the random chat. And I can go back to my just telling you what I'm doing. Let me know. I will still do those videos anyway. I'm not making this a either or sort of choice. It's just me trying to find an extra sort of content to add in. I think we'll call it a day there, guys. I'm just about managed to scrape the 30-minute mark. I think that'll be long enough for the first one, and we'll see how it goes. I'm planning on them being about this length, I think. It should probably take me about 50 videos to finish this page, but we like a challenge, don't we? As always, guys, I want to thank you so much for putting up with me and watching me and subscribing to me or liking my videos, and the beautiful things you say in my comments are just wonderful. I'm not sure you guys really know how much it means to us to see, you know, just something small that you've put that shows that you got something useful from our content. It's really, really very uplifting, and I personally want to thank you guys very much, and I will see you in the next video.